friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Sarah Hennessy, and today I'm going to be doing a Valentine's Day inspired makeup look. I did a poll over on Instagram and most people voted for a red smoky eye, so that's what we're getting here. I wanted to add a little pizzazz and glitter, so I just put a glitter liner through the crease. I'm also wearing magnetic lashes. Sorry, there's a hair in my lash. Magnetic lashes. My friend gave me an extra pair that she had of the Moxie lash. It's the Moxie Sassy Lash. Obsessed. But anywho, please like, subscribe, share, and if you would like to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. Bye guys. It is the next day. I'm editing my video and I just realized it looks more pink than red on camera, but the shadows were bright red. And also, in my video, I just want to give a huge happy birthday shout out to my muffin, my Lily, who turned 9 today. That's when the video is going up, February 1st. Happy birthday, Lily. And also, she told me to say happy 6th month to her pet bunny, Clobo. I love you guys. Hey guys, I'm just starting off with a fresh face. I already have my eyebrows on because I put them on the same way every time. And now I am just priming my lids with the Pretty Vulgar eyeshadow primer. I'm not sure how I feel about this or if it even makes a difference, but I have it, so I don't want it to go to waste. I'm just patting this in to my skin on my eyelids. And then I'm going to go in with some of my Ilia translucent powder and just set that cream because it didn't really dry to the sticky consistency that I wanted for my eyeshadow to pick up on. So I'm just setting it with some powder before we go in with the bright colors that we're going in with. They were meant to be red, but it kind of came out pink. And I'm using the Bloodsugar palette by Jeffree Star. I mean, I don't like the guy, but his eyeshadow is good, so whatever. I'm going to first go with this bright red shade, which on my skin and on camera kind of turns out hot pink. So I think I'm just going to call this look a bright pink smoky eye. I started going in with this smaller brush. I think it's a pixie brush, this smaller brush here, and it just wasn't doing it for me, so I went in with a more fluffy crease brush. Sorry, I had a brain fart. And this way is so much easier. It applies more pigment and it blends the pigment out a lot better. So I'm just going to go back and forth, and you'll see I'm kind of swirling my brush as I am blending that shadow in. By swirling your brush, at least for me, it helps the eyeshadow blend out faster and easier. I picked up a little bit more of that reddy pink shade and also a little bit of a deeper red that was next to it. But again, this is all showing up hot pink on my eyes. So I'm just going to keep blending and blending because we're going in with bright colors. I don't want anything to look too intense or I guess too harsh is what I'm trying to say. And now I'm going to mix these two darker shades as well and just tapping off the excess. And I am concentrating this more on the outer V of my eye and on my lower crease area just to darken that up a little bit. And you will see that I am going to kind of bring this down all over my lid as well. I kind of wanted the eyeshadow to be a monochromatic and adhesive. Oh geez, a monochromatic and cohesive look. I'm tired, guys. Don't mind me. And now I'm going in with this flat shader brush from Luxie, which honestly I'm not a huge fan of this. It was really hard to get the shadow to get on the brush, and then it wasn't really packing on how I liked it. As always, going back in with that same blending brush. I'm not really adding any extra product on it. I'm just going to go in ever so often with it just to continue blending so we don't have any harsh lines. Now I'm going in with this deep cranberry red shade from the palette that has some shimmer in it. and I am just going to pat that on my lid as well using that same shader brush. And I am just going to glob it on and pat that into my skin. I'm having a ton of fallout. Typically with Jeffree's eyeshadows, I don't have this much fallout. I think I just put too much of that pigment on the brush at once, and it kind of just was a mess. But next I'm going to go back in with that smaller brush and the darkest shade that was in the palette. And again, I'm just putting this on the outer V of my eye just to try and give it a little bit more of a smoky vibe and add some darker shadows in with it. This was a very like purpley red shade, and as you could see, I somehow, I don't know how, but I got it all over the side of my nose. But that's what makeup wipes are for, right guys? Oh geez. And then again, back in with that fluffy brush and just blending and blending and blending just to make sure that everything is blending into one and there aren't any harsh lines. I realized that the eyeshadow was up a little bit too high towards my brow, so I wanted to wipe some of that off. And now this is more of the star of the show. I saw someone on, I think, Pinterest that did something like this. It was like a liner of, like a glitter liner. I don't have any glitter liner, so I'm just using some Duo lash glue and kind of drawing on the line that I want through my crease. Just trying to make it as perfect as possible. And then I am going to let that dry a tiny bit just to get a little tacky. And then I'm going to go in with this gorgeous, gorgeous glittery shadow from Styl Cosmetics. And I'm going to go in with an angled brush and press the glitter just over where that line is. Sorry, my cat just walked behind me. If you saw a black blob going behind me. So I'm just pressing this glitter onto the glue because I feel like this is a good way to add a glitter liner on if you do not own any glitter liners. It's a little hard to get off because of the lash glue, but just use some extra virgin olive oil and it'll take it right off. That's usually the makeup remover I go to with stubborn eyeshadow, like this red pink. It was so hard to get off, and with the glitter and the glue going in with olive oil, it's just going to get it right off. It's amazing. So next we are going in with the I can't think of what the name of this is. It's their calligraphy liquid liner. I'm going to list everything in the description box below. Please excuse my dog barking in the background. I'm just going to ignore her and pretend she's not there. So now I'm just doing a subtle wing. I mean, for me, this is a subtle wing. For others, this is probably a pretty intense wing that we're doing. And as always, the way I like to do my wing, I like to carve out the outer portion of my wing and then just bring it in towards the center of my eye and then just kind of fill in where I feel necessary. And I'm going to extend this wing out a little bit more because I want it to be elongated and have a point to it. See, oh, so beautiful. I kind of love it. Although I do kind of wish that the glitter liner was a little thinner. And now I'm going in with the Moxie magnetic lashes. This is in the Sassy Lash. One of my good friends, she actually bought the kit and got 2 of these and knows my obsession with lashes. So she very generously gave me a pair. And I'm just using some, I think this is the Glamnetic magnetic glue. I tried getting the magnetic glue from the drugstore and it irritated my eyes, so I couldn't use it. This magnetic liner from Glamnetic is perfect and it really does not irritate my eyes whatsoever. I have very sensitive eyes. And the lashes we're going in with, I feel like are just so fluffy, so beautiful, and they really are so easy to put on. I'm still kind of getting the hang of putting them on, so I'm not a pro at putting on these magnetic lashes. I still kind of prefer my strip lashes, and I think that's just because I have an easier time putting them on. With magnetic lashes, I still don't have it down yet, so it takes me a little bit to get them on and get them looking how I would prefer. See, and this is one eye with the wing, the glitter, the lashes. It's beautiful. Now I am just going to go in with some of the Fenty Beauty foundation stick. This is in the shade Porcelain. And then I'm also going to pack on some of my Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation because it's a little bit too dark for me. And it has yellow undertones, which is best for my skin. And I wanted a very full coverage look since the eyes are pretty dramatic. I'm just going to glob this on. This is by far way too much foundation, but whatever. And now I am just going to get a beauty sponge. I didn't dampen it. I kind of wish I did. But I'm just going to get a beauty sponge and some of my Ciate London makeup setting spray and just spray the sponge with the setting spray, just to get some type of moisture onto it. And then I'm just going to blend all of the foundation in with the sponge. Just gonna dab, 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 kind of press it all in. And then I also, off camera, put on some concealer. I use the Dose of Colors concealer. Now with that same sponge, I am putting on the Ilia translucent setting powder. I really like this powder. I wish it wasn't so expensive because I can't afford to keep buying this. But it was nice to, try once. And now I'm just going to blend all of that powder in with a fluffy brush. I don't remember the name of this brush, but I just love the style of it and the studs that are on it. I don't know, it's just all of their brushes have the studs on the handle, and I just think it's so cool and unique. So I'm just wiping away the powder underneath my eyes, and without any additional powder, just kind of setting the rest of my face. Now I am going to go in and do my under eye. I wanted to keep the under eye simple but also dramatic because I wanted to match how the eyeshadow was on my lid. So I'm just taking that same original shade and on a pencil brush just buffing that out all along my lower lash line. And I just think this turned out so pretty, and I just kind of want to extend it out to where the wing is as well. And I'm just doing this on both eyes, of course. And then I will go in and just put on some mascara on my lower lashes just to finish up the eyes so they can look nice and fabulous and dramatic. And here are the eyes with my under eye done and also the mascara on my lower lash line. Now I am going to go in with the Estate Cosmetics bronzer in, I think, Coco. I really like this bronzer. You only need a little bit, and a little bit goes such a long way. And I'm just taking this Luxie brush. I think this is originally like a highlight brush, but I like to use it to contour my skin. And I'm just warmed up my skin with that. And now I'm going in with some blush by Alamar Cosmetics. And just, I have no idea where I got this brush here. I think I got it at TJ Maxx just because I liked the colors. It's an okay brush. It's nothing fabulous. I just liked the way it looked. I'm just putting some blush on. I always put a little bit of blush on my nose, tiny bit on my chin, and a little bit on my forehead as well. Just kind of where you would get sun-kissed, the high points of the face where the sun would naturally go. And then going back in and blending that out a little more. And the highlight I'm going in with, I'm half and half with. It's the Fenty Beauty highlighter, and I thought I would like it a lot more than I do. It gives a nice subtle highlight to it. I got it in my BoxyCharm. It's pretty, gives a nice highlight, but I feel like this would be best for someone who has very, very fair skin. And now I'm just going in with some ColourPop. I think this is the BFF2 lip liner. And I'm just lining my lips and filling it in. If you see me shaking the pencil, it's because the actual pencil keeps going back in and I have to shake it to get it out because it doesn't have that thingy-mabob at the bottom where you twist it. So I'm just filling in my lips and also lining them. And then I'm going to go in with this lip gloss by Alamar Cosmetics. I think it's in this shade, style, whatever, birthday suit. And I really liked it. I love a good glossy lip. Looking back at this, I kind of wish I went more for a lighter, nuder lip color. But I do like how this lip looks with the eyes. I think it looks very pretty. Now we are done. I'm just going to fix this rat's nest of my hair. Bye!